Islam and the Mosque. Belief means faith in who created us from nothing, who taught us the distinction between the good and the evil. Belief also means feeling ourselves purely engaged to our Lord, although we, humans, insist on making mistakes. To believe means not to be lonely, but following the holy path He leads, eventually not getting lost. Humankind is the most honorable form of His creation. Allah sent His apostles as for those who have trouble devoting himself to Allah and getting his mind united with his heart. Adam, the father of mankind, was the first of prophets. Therefore, he was the very first messenger announcing the existence of God. Witnessing the oneness of the Creator made Adam the most honorable creation of Allah among angels and genies. Adam called humankind to believe in the unique and the true God, namely Allah. Adam called for obedience and being a faithful believer to Him. In order to be a servant, one must submit to Allah and bow down. Being a servant means that one should only worship Allah and beg for help only from Him. Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, as well as many others, followed the path which was first led by Adam, inviting mankind to believe in Allah. The last prophet, Muhammad Mustafa, is the source of light, the hope for the hopeless, the cure for the sufferer, healer of the hearts. He is the one who affirmed all the prophets sent prior to him, and whose succession was heralded by former prophets beforehand. He is the last prophet, Lord of the Lords, after whom there will be no other prophet to succeed. Muhammad Mustafa said, "All prophets are brothers, and their religions are one and only." He was respectful to his neighbors and friends, as he was reluctant to upset or hurt anyone. Furthermore, he had respect for the elder and compassion for the young. The greatest miracle of Prophet Muhammad is the Holy Quran, which was written down by the scribers page by page and memorized by the Hufaz letter by letter, and maintained its originality until today from the very moment of its revelation. Abu Bakr, the first caliph of Muslims, brought the Quran into a complete book. The Quran was also compiled by Uthman, the third caliph, so it would never lose its authenticity. The Quran invites people to a deep and endless inner peace. It speaks to the minds, hearts, and the souls of those appreciating advice. Not only Islam makes the man rise, does it also protect mankind from the evil, as Islam teaches us the way we behave. That, in return, makes our society safe, stable, and secure. To worship Allah makes us aware of the eternity which our transitory souls will be resting on. With the call for the prayer, the heaven will be greeted.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu
It is the jointly prayer which will lead us closer to Allah. When believers hear the call for prayer, they hasten to worship. Bodies being pure through ablution are in joy because they know that they will find comfort in the presence of Allah. Not only physically, but does prayer also enable us to get beyond the worldly activities spiritually. It is the most beautiful moment in which the body is relieved from exhaustions. The soul is rescued from its traps and enjoys the tranquility and peace. By fasting, one learns self-control. It teaches us to be grateful with what we already have in our hands. It makes us feel what does being hungry and thirsty mean. It teaches us to end fights, to live in harmony, and to share happiness when sitting around the same table. Fasting cleanses us from the sins and keeps physical desires away. Now will the closed door be wide open. Almsgiving, known as zakat, teaches us sharing. The more we give, the more we get. Our possessions are purified by setting aside a small portion for those in need, like the pruning of plants, encouraging new growth, and it elevates our souls. With pilgrimage, known as the Hajj, a person literally surrenders himself to Allah. When walking around the Kaaba, everyone walks against the time in the same outfit, which symbolizes the unity of humankind as Muslims from any race, nation, and social status, and they assemble together in equality to worship Allah. Pilgrimage is a journey to the past and a preparation to the future. It is an embracement of brotherhood, self-giving, and generosity. Dark hearts will be consoled during pilgrimage, and hopes will be refreshed and come alive. Hajj is about not condemning each other. It is a rehearsal of the day of resurrection. Mosques are the places where people gather, worship together, and metaphorically ascend to Allah. Mosques enable us to open the doors of a journey to our inner world. The Imam is the leader and a model to us. He is the one who knows what we cherish in our hearts. He prevents us from failing. Furthermore, he directs us towards the goodness. It is an honor for us to stand behind the Imam, who knows the exact distinction of halal and haram, ensures justice and peace among the society, and leads the Jama'ah, the Muslim community. The Imam stands in front of the prayers in Mihrab, the prayer niche, and leads the prayer. During Fridays and Eid prayers of Muslims, the Imam stands on the minbar, the pulpit, and gives spiritual advices about Islam and the divine order, and teaches the commandments and prohibitions from the Holy Quran and the Prophet Muhammad Mustafa. Not only valuable speeches addressing the society are given by Imam in Kursi. The people are also informed about the daily issues concerning Islam. The Adhan, the call for praying, is done by the Muezzin. He declares the glory of Adhan through his voice, standing in Mafel. He assists to the community until the completion of the prayer from the back of the mosque. The sound of the Adhan is reflected from the minaret. The dome symbolizes the spaciousness and the serenity of mosques, whereas the crescent moon on top of the minaret symbolizes Islam. The mosque, the prayer, the almsgiving, the life and the death are devoted to Allah, the ultimate ruler, the Lord of the worlds.